Welcome to a video where we'll be building a full project from not even having an idea all the way to having a live app that I would be and will be actually using in my business. And if you wanted, you could even monetize this, add payments and sell this as a SaaS product. So what are we going to be building today and what kind of tools will we use in the process? So we're going to build a little application that I call the Q board, which allows content creators to create custom question and answer boards for their audience. Now, as you can see, this app is still very simple, but that's because we're going to be doing the full build in this YouTube video, all the way from generating the idea to having this live on the internet with functional authentication and the core feature enabled. As you'll see throughout this video, it's really simple to expand it and to add other things and improve the design. But I really wanted to show you a full workflow that would help a lot of people in just going for it and building their very first thing. Because getting to this point is doable for everybody with just a few steps, as I'll outline them in this video. The tool stack that we'll be using and the accounts that you will need to follow along this tutorial are the following. First, I'll list the tools and then I'll explain why. First and foremost, we'll be using Lovable to build this site. We'll be using Supabase for the database that will store all the user data. We'll be using a combination of Claude and Gemini for the ideation, and that is it. That's literally all you need. You can complete all of this on the free accounts with the exception of the Gemini Deep Research that I will be running, but that is not absolutely necessary. Everything else I do in here, you can do on the free accounts here. So why are we using this tool stack? Well, first and foremost, Lovable partnered with us on this video, and I couldn't be more excited about this partnership because if you've been following AI, you might have noticed that Lovable took this development space by storm. And I want to make one thing clear, and this is independent of the sponsorship. If you're not aware, there's a spectrum of these AI builder tools, okay? On the one side of the spectrum, there's ease of use, and on the other side of the spectrum, there's the ones that are harder to use, but they give you the maximum amount of manual control. Now, I think it could be debated what's on this side of the spectrum, but one thing is clear. Lovable is on this side of the spectrum, meaning it is the ideal application for people to get into vibe coding. There's no simpler interface than this because as you can see, you can pick templates that they already have, or you can start from scratch as we're doing in this video, and it'll just build the whole thing for you. You don't have to worry about connecting everything up. You don't have to worry about using a command line interface. It just works. And that's also the reason why this thing went so viral recently. And with their new agent mode, which is the reason they're sponsoring this video for me to show you how well that works, it became even more intuitive as you'll see in this video. So that's Lovable. I highly recommend that tool even outside of the sponsorship. Supabase is just kind of the golden standard for user databases, especially for newcomers. You just create an account and link it up in Lovable, as we'll do later in this video. And then voila, you have user authentication. And then we'll be using a combination of Gemini Deep Research and Claude to generate an idea. I'll show you my entire process there. And as you'll see in that part, I'll also reveal my methodology as how I generate ideas with the help of AI these days. Okay, so with that being said, if you have those accounts set up, really all you need is one LLM, free Lovable account and a free Supabase account. We're ready to get into this tutorial and we're going to generate an idea and build a full application from scratch. Let's do it. Okay, so let's start by finding our idea, and obviously we're going to be doing this with the help of AI. Now, as a starting point, we'll be using this relatively simple prompt to find various ideas. But as opposed to some of the news videos we do, in this one, I'm actually going to show you the full process of how I would be doing this and what tools I would be using when I'm actually building something and not just doing a quick demo. So here's the simple prompt to get things started. I want to generate 5 unique web app ideas that meet these criteria. Then here I just have a few criteria that resonated with me and various target audiences that I can imagine building something for because I understand them as I am a part of these target audiences. So 2 things we have to consider. 1, the LLM platform and tool that we'll be doing this with. So first things first, let's talk about the prompt. Practically, when I have prompts that really matter, I use one of 2 tools. Sam, the prompt creator that we built ourselves, that is free to use on the GPT store, that I go to super often because it's freely available and super quick to access. But when it comes to development specific tasks, I usually use Anthropic's prompt improver. So inside the Anthropic console, I navigate to this button that says generate a prompt. And then in here, I can kind of put in what I already have. Make sure to check this, which says that I'll be using a thinking model, which I definitely will. And then I hit generate. Now, the neat thing about this is that this is kind of optimized for development and it will flesh this out in great detail. And what I'll do next is I'll review this prompt and delete parts that I find irrelevant. So let me just manually do that and I'll see you in a second.
A few moments later.
And there you go. Actually changing this didn't take much. All I did is replace the year variables with a concrete year, 2025. I added some context on what I will be doing with this app, which is building something for a YouTube video. And everything it added here, this 5-step process for how to generate the idea and the output format, I actually really like. I just kept it as is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this refined prompt, and now we get to the idea generation part. So practically when it comes to generating ideas with LLMs, I have very specific preferences. For ideas, I personally prefer both Gemini and Claude. And because I work a ton in Claude, that's usually what I default to. But when I run deep researches, which is what we're gonna be doing here, usually when I run deep researches, I run them in multiple engines, and now after multiple months, I can just say this confidently. A bit more nuanced, a bit more relevant. Deep research in Gemini, amazing. So I'm gonna open up Gemini here, paste my prompt, enable deep research, and run this. And then practically, usually I can't help myself. And because I pay for multiple platforms, I just run this from multiple deep researches. And at this stage, now that we refined our prompt and we're running a deep research, we can take a step back, go do something else. And I'll see you in a second where we'll be reviewing some of these ideas and then taking one of those ideas and actually turning it into an app with Lovable.
5 minutes later.
Okay, so around 5 minutes in, Google's deep research is still searching the web and preparing this. It's almost done, but the Claude one is ready to go. So let's start by reviewing these and see what we like. Meeting fairness, the time zone equity tracker for remote teams. Okay. Visualize team availability across time zones with a simple heat map, and then track the inconvenient meeting count. Okay, that's kind of cool. What else we got? AI-powered cross-platform content adapter. Okay, so these things exist, but honestly, this one could be interesting if it would give you options to customize it for yourself. I know I would like a platform like that, where I could tinker with the prompts. Interesting, interesting. Invoice nudge, automated payment reminder systems. Okay. Burnout block, meeting fatigue prevention tool. Browser extension that analyzes your calendar. How about local boost, DIY local SEO checker? So from these, I like meeting fairness a lot, because it could be a tool where you could customize it for your team, and then you get a custom map of the world showing all your team members. I like that a lot. Now, let's compare that with some of the Google Gemini ideas, which, yes, are complete by now. And as you can see, it upheld the template here extremely well. It's exactly what I told it to. No extra formatting, just the format that I want. So yeah, amongst high relevance, also prompt adherence in Gemini's deep research. It's just one of the reasons that makes this the best deep research right now. Okay, name of the app, Sign Off. It's for remote workers, and it's a minimalist progressive web app designed to facilitate a clear and stress-free end to the workday. Oh, that's interesting. So it's kind of an end-of-day journaling thing, helping people to unplug. Interesting. What about another one? Niche Finder AI. Content creators. Strategic market analysis tool that identifies content gaps on video platforms like YouTube. There's tools that do this better already. How about this one? Local Easy. Small business owners. A hyper-local marketing assistant designed for time-poor entrepreneurs. Okay. A business owner completes a one-time setup and a few keywords describing their brand voice to generate marketing copy. The user simply provides a brief goal. The app uses the Google Maps API to pull relevant local context and combines it with the saved profile information, a specific goal. Okay, this one's actually a great idea, but I think it goes beyond the scope of today's video. I like this one a lot though. And then too long didn't watch. A personal productivity utility, a single page web app where users can paste a public or unlisted URL from a video platform like Loom or YouTube, or paste a large block of text from a Slack thread or email. And then it uses AI to summarize it. Okay, that's solid. What about this one? Qboard for content creators. Q&A app that streamlines audience interaction for video creators. A creator generates a unique shareable Qboard link for a specific video or for their channel as a whole. Place the link in the video description and promote it to their audience. And then viewers can submit questions and upvote questions posted by others. Okay, I actually personally love this one. I was thinking of doing something like this for my videos, and I think there's tools out there that do it already, but they're not very customizable from what I know. And if I built this, I could add all sorts of features to this and really tailor it to myself and then maybe eventually to others too. So I'm gonna go with this idea. And can you see the difference between these ideas already? Like, these are quick, doable ideas, but let's be honest, I don't think none of these would be suitable to actually build a business on. Where I feel like these deep research ideas, especially this one, like local E to Z, where it localizes all the marketing to Google Maps data. Like, these are real ideas that if you build them out, you could start building a legitimate business on top of just this. Where the Claude ideas are more like something to try, something fun. And to round out this preparation part of the video, I'm actually going to return to this Claude thread here. I don't have Deep Research enabled anymore, but I actually want to use Opus to flesh out this idea. And the reason I'm going to do it in this thread is because it has context on what I'm doing already. I'm just going to ask it to spec out this app so I can give something concrete to Lovable. And just to be clear at this point, you could just go in and give Lovable one sentence and it will build the thing for you. But yeah, if you go through this process, it's going to be less trial and error. And I just like fleshing out my vision in advance before I actually get into building. But yeah, you could actually skip all this. And if you just have an idea, you could type in a sentence, boom, get the app built and then work from there. So I'm just going to tell it where I'm at, that I have an idea and where I need to go, which is the no-code builder. And then I just get a bit more specific with telling it what exactly I'm expecting from it. Okay, so quick look over this. 2 user types. So as you can see, this is very, very specific, which might not always be a good thing because it's specified every single thing. But I'm just going to copy this entire thing, move over to Lovable. And if you're logged in on a free account, you can already build things and their new agent mode is enabled by default. So I'm just going to paste in this detailed prompt and run this. Okay, and as I log in Supabase, I just create a brand new project to store all of the user and login information. And then back here in Lovable, I just click connect to that project. And there you go. Now I connected it and Lovable can proceed with actually using the database on Supabase to build the backend of my app and store all of the user data. Okay, now that we have that, I can just say continue.
A few moments later.
Okay, so just after 5 credits, which I did fully on the free account, I have a website that does the core of what was described. Okay, and after implementing some of these security fixes it recommended here, we're ready to publish this project. So I guess I could do 2 more security fixes, but I just want to see it in action now. And as of right now, all these buttons give me 404 errors. So it's interesting. Sometimes when I open it, it works. And we're just going to go with that because things like this happen when you vibe code. You just need to point out what happened. And a message like all the website buttons give me 404, oops, page not found. And then it will find a way to fix that. And as you can see, it's already fixing the missing routes and pages. Okay, let's just make sure to update the website with these changes. And then when I refresh the site, I can go to sign in and voila, it already had my previous session where I logged in and I see my interface. So as you see this working through it, what you might notice is that it's doing multiple steps. And this is the new agent mode. And it doesn't just make the code more precise with way less bugs being included than before. It can actually search the entire code base, locate exact files through agentic search, meaning the agent just looks for everything and finds the parts that are relevant to it and then works on those. It can also search the webs, create screenshots, bring them back in to recreate these apps. So overall, the entire experience just became way more solid. So if you previously had some Lovable experience before with the new agent mode, I suppose the only downside is that some of these steps take a few more credits, but more on that in the end. It's not even that drastic. So let's test this for the first time. Create a new board. Okay, now these buttons don't work and I'll do the same thing. And the important thing here is to be precise. So I'm gonna say on your QBoards site, the buttons lead to 404 error pages. And I sent that.
A few moments later.
There we go. Now it works. So let's create a test board. Testing a new QA board. Test board AIA1, let's say. And I allow anonymous questions. Good feature. Okay, so what about this? If I click this, is it gonna work? Oh, no way. Okay, so I can submit a question. So this would be what the audience is looking at, right? So where did you grow up? And then I'm gonna, add a name, which is optional, and I'm gonna leave out the email. Submit question. Beautiful. So now this is where people can submit a question, and then I suppose you could add more. Here is a second question. I'm gonna say Igor2, test at... Beautiful. And now I could upvote these. And yeah, if I just shared this link with my audience, check this out. I mean, I open up an anonymous browser, right? Put it in here. Everybody in the audience, every viewer could actually put their questions here. So if you want, you can actually check out this page, submit a question. But what I would do practically as a creator is here with my new test board, I could just use this while live streaming. Viewers submit questions here, they can upvote them, and I have it. No need for a subscription. And guess what? If I want to customize this, I could always add more features. I could maybe add a community answer feature where, yeah, people can ask, but also community members could answer it right there and there. Something that you're not going to get out of other platforms. I could integrate AI features. I could add payments. I could improve the design, add various other features. add a blog, do all of these things to really make a full fleshed out website. But the point of this video was to showing you how quickly you can generate relevant ideas without much creativity at all. I used Deep Research to do that and then built those ideas with Lovable. It really couldn't be much simpler than this. And in total, I used 15 credits to build it to this stage. So 5 credits you get for free. You can try it out right away and build something on the free account. And if you want to take it a little bit further and actually get a production ready app like this, you can totally do that. One more note on the pricing here is that if you click these 3 dots, you're going to actually see how many credits used. So this agent message used 2.6 credits, and that implemented the final product that we're offering with this application here, right? This one used 2.5. And the very first message, remember the long one? That one actually only took 1.7 credits. So yeah, right there you can see how simple Lovable is to use for new users. And that's also the reason why it has just gained this viral popularity amongst people. It's just very plug and play. And if you build something interesting, feel free to share it in the comments below. I'll be checking those. And if you're still not sure what to do, well, you can always scroll down here on the Lovable page and see what other people have built and then remix their ideas. You could just take one of these. And as you can see, already 17,000 people took this concrete template and just customize it for themselves. I hope this was interesting to you. Thank you to Lovable for partnering with us on this video. I had a lot of fun and you can expect to see this app in future live streams. And with that being said, I hope you have a wonderful day.